All right, so question 2. I'm going to describe 3 different experiential debrief techniques. So first one, and probably one of my favorite from this class actually, and I plan on using in the future a lot, is the zones debrief. So there's the 3 concentric circles, one being your comfort zone, next being the growth zone, third being the panic zone, and then, or you can also use that as really agree, kind of agree, disagree, depending on the question you're asking. So then what you do is, depending on how you're using those circles, you ask the participants to arrange themselves. If were you in your comfort zone during X, or were you out of your comfort zone during this activity, or do you agree that, how much do you agree that, you had a good time? Center of circle is a really good time. Moving out is less of a good time. The next one, another great one that you guys showed us, is the imaginary slideshow. So you have a little dog clicker or some other device, maybe a laser pointer, and then you can ask the participants to kind of rewind the tape to see, go back and relive the experience that they just had. I think this can be a really valuable one for that type of exercise. And then moving from just rewinding the tape, kind of taking it to the next step, you can start to gauge, well, if you had to evaluate how it went, give us a presentation with the slideshow showing us how you think the group did during this portion of the event or that portion of the event. And then you can even go the next step and, same thing using that imaginary slideshow. Show us, what do you think, how do you think this applies to your everyday life, etc. And then finally, one that I really like, we didn't go over a whole lot in class, but is the throwable ball that has questions written all over it. And then what you do is basically you toss that around the circle and you ask everyone in the group to answer the question that when they catch it is closest to their left thumb, right thumb, index finger, whatever. And I like that because you can get some of the balls that are already made that have a lot of questions, kind of generic ones on there. But I've also seen people use just go to Walmart and get a cheap kind of red rubber ball and write their own stuff on there. So I think that could be a really useful debrief tool for pretty much any situation, because you can pretty easily and inexpensively make one that fits that specific goal. So maybe make one for Adventure Rec, make one for paddle sports, make one for rock climbing, whatever. So I really like those. See you on the next question.